What's up, everyone? It's Jason. Hope you're having a great day today. Today, we're going to be breaking down AMC's price action today, what I think is going to go throughout the rest of this week, and a little bit of the FUD that's going around now, the AMC, and why we're seeing these price drops right now. And I want to go over what AMC's hedge funds, people that are shorting AMC, just said about AMC, and why I think it's a crockish you-know-what. If you could, make sure to smack the like button down below. Now, let's help this video helps out more people learn about AMC and stay up to date with everything that's going on. And if you're not a sub, hit that sub button, hit that bell notification, and let's get right into it. Real quick, if you know what I'm using here, I am using Webull. There's a link down in the description down below. If you sign up right now, you put $5 onto the Webull platform, you get 2 free stocks right now worth up to $2,000. You also get these tier 2 NASDAQ views, which shows you buys and sells going in and out of the market in real time. Really helpful, especially if you're doing day trades and things like that. Awesome platform. Been using it for over a year now as well. Highly recommend it. As you can see this morning, we almost got up to that $40 level I thought we might be able to hit, right? Twice, actually. It was getting over the $39 level. Each time we hit around like 39.15 to 39.19 right here, and we got pushed back down both times. I thought if we could break over the $40 mark, we might see maybe a negative day, but not so big of a negative day, right? I thought maybe we could end, if we got to like $40 this morning, I thought maybe that could FOMO us over to staying right around the $40 to $38 mark. That didn't happen. It's fine. It's not the end of the world. Again, guys, we are up big over where we were at like $8 to $9 to $10 area just a couple months ago. So just remember that we are up a lot at the end of the day compared to where we were at. Now, we knew we were going to have lots of ups and downs with AMC. We've been saying this for a long time. I've been saying this for a long time. Have the hedge funds covered yet? No, they haven't covered yet. Are the hedge funds fighting to not be able to cover? Yes, they are doing that, right? We knew this was going to happen. Obviously, that's the reason why you have to hold on. But again, I can't tell you guys what to do with your money. It's your money, right? Like, you guys know my channel. I've been around for a long time here. I will never tell you guys what to exactly do with your money. You can do what you want to. You can hold it. You can do whatever. I'm not gonna somebody that's one. I'm not a very big confrontational person. And into the way I look at it, it's not my money, it's your money. So you guys do what you want to. Again, I'm continuing to hold on. I've been holding on since January. The start of January was around $4. Yes, I'm still up quite a bit, right? And every time we've came down a lot. I bought a couple of options here and there, made more money, and then bought some of these dips we've had over and over again. Again, I don't want to tell you guys what to do. Your money, it's your money, right? Like, I'm never going to tell you guys what to do. Again, I can tell you what I'm doing, though, right? And what I'm doing is I've been holding on. I've been cashing out, obviously, on those options, those call options I've had in and out on these lows. We bought some, and then we've cashed out of those on the tops, right? Just like I cashed out on those options we had at $70+. We cashed out of those, right? I think that's because, again, options expire, right? They'll expire worthless if you don't get rid of them, right? So they'll go to nothing. Whereas, obviously shares last forever. Now, the main thing to this, obviously, is that hedge funds have not covered. We know this for a fact. We've seen them continue to short out AMC and continue to do this over and over and over and over again. And they've used manipulation in the market to their favor, right? Lots of things, including the buying the shares through the dark pools, and after a few weeks, dumping them back into the market, which is happening right now. You can go back and look at all the shares been buying through the dark pools. We'll go over some today as well. And they'll dump those back into the market probably in the next week or so again. Now, this morning, again, we did get up to $39+. From there, though, we dropped back down right here. We had a nice little bounce, though, off his $33.62, intraday right there. Bounced all the way back up to $37.45. And from there, again, we moved back down, and we ended at $33.43, and that was down 15.04%. Yes, that is, it's never good to see anything go down, 15, 20% in a day, right? It stinks. Stocks aren't for, lighthearted people, especially if you're in a momentum play like AMC. It's not for everybody, right? You have to have some big cojones, right? Some big old cojones, man, to continue to hold on to these kind of things. And I understand it. And especially, obviously, don't be putting money, guys, in the market that you guys can't stand to lose ever. I had somebody ask me yesterday, should I go out and get a loan? No, don't go get a loan on AMC. That's stupid. I promise you guys, don't do stuff like that, right? Never do stuff like that in the market. The only people that do stuff like that are probably insider traders that know way ahead of time what's going to happen. Then I can see them probably doing that. But as always, I'll always, recommend you guys, man, only use money you're willing to lose no matter the play, right? Am I worried about losing money in AMC? No. Am I worried about losing money in my Tesla or my NEO or whatever I'm in, right? Doesn't matter. PLTR in the long run, no, I'm not worried about losing money in those in the long run. But am I going to go take a loan on those things to to do that? No, I'm not going to put a loan on those things, right? That's just silly, and I never recommend that. So for you to ask that question, no, no harm to you, right? You act like you really didn't know, and that's fine. I'm just saying, never do that. Never, ever do that. But here in the aftermarket hours, currently we're at $32.09, down another $1.34, and that's 4.01%. Where do I think we're going from here, guys? We can bring this out really quick to this day chart. If you guys want, you see this day chart here? It looks pretty crazy, right? It looks pretty nutty. I'll agree. But look at where we were at before, guys, before this launch off happened, right? We were right down here. If you're looking at this, around the $10 to $8 mark, right? We bounced around here forever. Months right here, guys. We bounced around, man. Months. We bounced around. Then finally we got some hedgeway, right? FOMO started kicking in. We got up to $72.62 on the intraday high there. And then there again, guys, we did come down, right? Obviously, we had this bowl down and then back up and then back down again at $33. Now, if you're looking at this, right, the next trend line I'm looking for is to see if we do reach the $24 mark. I think the $24 mark should have a really good bouncing effect on AMC. That's what I'm looking at here is the $24 mark. Now, could we bounce before then? Yes. Maybe we bounce at, say, maybe tomorrow we bounce back up, right? And we don't bounce down that low. But what I'm looking for is these trend lines, right? And our trend line's right around $24. If we see the $24 mark, I think, honestly, that could be the end of the bounce, and we should start bouncing, or the end of the downfall, then bouncing back up, I should say. Now, some people are saying we could drop lower. Obviously, there's always those indicators there. I get it. Like some people are saying we're going to drop all the way back down to $14, $15. Is those things likely? I don't think those things are likely, right? You're dropping another, 50% from where we are right now, a little bit over 50% from where we are right now. Again, I can see us going back down and bouncing off the $24 trend line we have right there on that trend line bounce. Yeah, that could happen, right? Am I hoping we bounce before then? Yes, that'd be nice, right? If we get to $30 and we have a big bounce off that, that'd be nice. I think that's very likely to happen. But again, you do want to look at those trend lines. And if you go by trend lines in 24, 14, 15 area, it's another good line for us to be bouncing off and looking at to see if it holds, it holds there, right? If we have some good ground there, if we start to fall below the $30 mark. Those are all things that could definitely happen. So I don't want to, rule out those things. You guys have asked me, like, where are the trend lines here? Trend lines here. Remember, guys, look at those things. Look at your RSIs, right? If you're looking at your RSIs, you can see right here, we're starting to get low again. And if we get down into the, say, 28 area, we're going to be right down below the the 30% line right here. And that means it's being oversold. And that right there is a trader, right? As somebody's been in the market for a long time, and a trader, it tells me to buy, right? When you see something oversold, buy, right? When you see something overbought, if you're day trading or something like that, obviously means you're selling. You can use the RSIs, the MACDs, so on and so forth to see what's going on there. So I do want to bring those up and go over those. As always, that way you guys are up to date with everything that's going on there and what I'm thinking, what I'm looking at in terms of the numbers. Really quick, bringing up the Stonko tracker real quick for AMC. We are at 46,706 in the money call options ending this Friday. Currently, we would have another, I'd say, honestly, we can get it back to 40. I think 40 is definitely something we could be eyeing, right? We've been looking at right now. And then we'd have somewhere around like 60+ thousand, options expiring in the money. And that will grow, right, if that was to happen. I think it can happen, though. Remember, we do have SSR on tomorrow, so it is a good thing. At the end of the day, it does mean they can't short the stock on the way down. They can only short the stock on the upticks. So you see those red candlesticks there. That means they can short the stock on the way up there. Looking over here on the out of the money puts really quick, we are at 396,496 out of the money puts, obviously, right now. And currently there's 135,939 puts that are in the money. It'd be nice to see that number go down and this number go up. Always, it'd be nice to see the end of the money calls go up and the out of the money, calls go down. That's obviously we don't see each other. Guys, look at this, man. Dark pool orders, again, up to 65.7%. I'm telling you, man, I don't care what anybody says. The hedge funds right now are doubling down. They don't care about the SEC. They don't care about any of these rules because they don't get enforced, and they know the SEC is so slow, like an old dinosaur, that they're not going to do anything about what's going on right now, and it's going to take a while. So, again, guys, this is a long, saddle-up, strap-in kind of battle, and it's not for the lighthearted. Currently, we do have a 42.5% short percentage. Again, I think this number is somewhere probably around like 50%, anywhere between 40 to 50, maybe even up to 60%. Some people say more than that. I'm just going to keep it in that area. I think that's that's a lot, right? When you see something 50, 60%, it's a lot. Anything honestly over 10% is, considered big, and anything over 15 to 20% is considered very large. So having something in the 40 to 60% range is just nuts. And the amount, if they do have to get calls, or if they do have to buy back in, this price of AMC is going to skyrocket to, no beliefs. Now, do the hedge funds want you to know that? No, they don't want you to know that. They want you to think that this is already over. I've seen plenty of things saying today that the squeeze has already been done. That was not a squeeze. That was a FOMO. Now, obviously, some of you guys made out on that FOMO, right? Some of you guys, I'm sure some of you guys sold out. That's fine. It's up to you against your money. I didn't do that, right? I know some of you guys obviously took money off your calls, which is fine. Again, you hedge yourself against any losses if you're doing that. I've always preached about that as well. It's up to you. I've always said that. Hey, look, man, if you can get your original investment back out through options and things like that, and then you're playing with the house money, then why not? If somebody wants to argue with that, man, then so be them on that area. I think that's kind of crazy, but hey, everybody's different. I'm not going to hate on anybody for those things. Now, currently, guys, on these large print orders we had come through today, and these were through the dark pools, there was one 10 hours ago for 366,000 shares, almost 367,000 shares, at a price point of $38.69, and that was at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for $14.2 million. And the last one 2 hours ago, right before the market closed, was for 102,000 shares, and that was for $33.43, in the amount of $3.4 million. Now, these are going to go through dark pools, guys, and these are probably hedge funds continuing to buy up these shares. I don't think you're going to see a lot of other bigger institutions buying in right now. So that's the reason why I say most of these are probably that. Now, not all of them, right? As you can see, sometimes Fentanyl and others will show who bought them, and these things do get showed who bought them sometimes. Not all the time. They don't have to disclose those things. So just remember that when you're looking at these things and what's going on with the market, there's lots of manipulation, right? It could be some random person in the comments section here on YouTube. There could be, different articles, whatever. Tons of things are out there that are going on in the market that are, again, designed to make you sell and continue to get out of the AMC. They can make money on the downfall of AMC, which is what they want to do. Remember, guys, I am here a lot. I have a lot of questions as well sometimes. Like, why don't you live streaming, or why don't you this? Why don't you that? If you guys don't know, I've said this a lot, but everybody's, there's so many people that everybody knows. My grandmother has bone cancer, right? She had non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. She beat that non-Hodgkin's lymphoma last year, and now it's came back, and it's another cancer. Obviously, it's bone cancer, and she's in her late stages of bone cancer, right? She's in that stage where they're giving her like a week or so to live. She doesn't know, she doesn't really know who I am for the most part, right? She's in that, when you get close to that, I don't want to go with the whole word, but when you get close to the end of your lifespan. Right at the very end, man, a lot of people lose their mind, right? And it's pretty much just your body shutting down. And I'm trying to be there with my grandmother as much as I can. She still remembers my kids at least, which is great right now. So I'm trying to spend as much time with her as I can. And I'm a very big family family person. Without her and my grandfather growing up, I would have been living in homeless pretty much, living in homeless camps and shelters with my mom. My mom had cancer twice, so she didn't, she was disabled, and, things like that. So we lived in and out, we didn't have a lot growing up, right? Like Christmases for me were like, stuffed animals or a used toy or something, right? Like I didn't have a very privileged life growing up. Am I more privileged now? Yes. Did I make that life for myself? Yes. I built businesses. I've sold businesses. I'm in real estate. I'm in stock markets, the crypto market as well. The last 4 years, stock markets for the last almost 12 years, real estate since I was right at 19 years old. So remember those things, guys. I came from nothing and I made something for me and my family, and I believe in you guys too. And I just want you guys to know that, yes, I am going to be streaming more, obviously coming up. But for right now, I'm trying to take as much time as I can for my grandmother, who was like my second mom to me. And her, again, I lived up on a farm with her and my grandfather from when I was the age of right at 13 on the way up until I was 17, until I moved out. Because again, without them, me and my mom would have continued living, and my sister would have continued living in homeless shelters and things like that. So we did that for about a year and a half before we went to them. If you guys wondering about my dad's just a drunk alcoholic who didn't really care about life. I won't go too much into that one. obviously. But just remember, man, I am a big family person, and I do want you guys to know that I'm not like leaving you guys in the Ape Nation. I'm not leaving you guys to like, defend for yourself. It's just I just don't have a lot of time. I'm not even doing my own actual like regular work right now, man. I'm trying to take as much time as I can to spend it with her. Again, my mom's disabled and things like that, so I'm really the only one that can, physically on that side, care for her in that way, right? Like helping her do this, helping her do that. Because again, she can't really walk anymore. She's pretty much on bedridden right now. She's at that stage, right? They're giving her maybe up to a week. We don't think it's that long, but we'll see what happens. Again, I do appreciate you guys and any of the support that happens here on the channel. And just know, man, that's not like me leaving. It's just right now I'm taking a little bit of time for family. And I do appreciate all you guys. And I appreciate anybody who says, the prayers in the comments or on Discord. If you guys want to join Discord, there's Discord link down below. Anybody messaging Discord and says things, I might not get back to everybody because I'm very busy. But no, I do appreciate it. And you guys are amazing. I will see you guys in the next video, guys. Probably tomorrow. I'll see you then. Peace out, fam. Stay safe.